Good day, class.
Good day, ma'am.
Good day, ma'am.
Let me first check the attendance. Today is May 7, 2021, and I have two participants in this meeting. For today's lesson, I am going to discuss all about question tags. But before I begin, let me first call someone to answer this set of simple questions. Miss Santiago,
Yes, ma'am.
what is your first name?
My first name is Michelle.
How old are you?
I am 20 years old.
Where do you live?
I live in Plaridel, Bulacan.
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue.
Okay. Now, let me read this another set of questions, putting Miss Santiago's answers in the blanks. Miss Santiago, please answer the questions again. Your name is Michelle, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
You are 20 years old, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
You came from Plaridel, Bulacan, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Black is not your favorite color, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, given those sets of questions, what have you noticed between the two? What do you think are their differences? Valaine?
Yes po, ma'am. I noticed that the second set of questions is answerable by yes or no, while first the first set requires specific answers.
That's nice. How about the others? What do you think?
Ma'am,
Yes, Michelle?
I think the difference between them is that in the first set, you are literally asking questions to get answers, while in the second set, you are asking for someone's confirmation.
Very good. All of your observations are good and correct. So, what is a question tag? A question tag is a special construction in English in which the main function is to turn a statement into a question, and it is used to ask for confirmation or whether to ask if something is true. Basically, the basic structure of a tag question includes two parts, a statement and a mini question or a tag. Here are some examples. Please read the statements, Balaine.
It's a beautiful day. You know my name. You're not lazy.
Thank you. So, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? You know my name, don't you? You're not lazy, are you? As you can see, the statements turn into questions when the tags are included in the sentence. Tags can be positive or negative. Always keep in mind that a negative statement is followed by a positive tag. Let's take a look at the table. Please read the examples, Michelle.
Statement, negative statement, you don't like me. Tag, blue. She doesn't look nice, does she?
Thank you. In the first example, the statement is negative because of the use of the auxiliary verb don't. The positive of don't is do. So it is the word we should use in the tag. The same as the second example. The auxiliary verb is doesn't in the statement, so we use does in the tag. Next, a positive statement is followed by a negative tag. Please read the examples, Valaine.
The night is cold, isn't it? He looks angry, doesn't he?
All right. Both of the statements are positive, so the tags should be negative. The negative of is isn't. But ma'am, what if there are no auxiliary verbs used in the sentence, just like in the example number 2? What should we use for the tag? If there are no auxiliary or modal verbs in the statement, the tag should use do, does, did, or their negative counterparts. Here are some examples. As you can see, there are no auxiliary verbs in the statement, only the main verb speaks. So I used the verb doesn't in the tag. Next, in the second statement, there is also no auxiliary verb, only the main verb kicked. That's why I used didn't in the tag. But why didn't? Why not doesn't? Another rule of forming question tags is that the tag should get its tense from the statement. So if the statement is in the past tense, the tag should also be in the past tense. That explains the second example, John kicked the ball. Is everything clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, let's move on to how to form question tags. Question tags are formed with the auxiliary or modal verb from the statement and the appropriate subject, which should always be a pronoun. In the table, you can see the form of question tags, which is for the positive statement, subject plus auxiliary verb plus main verb plus comma plus auxiliary verb plus not, which denotes negativity, plus the pronoun same as the subject. In the sentence, we have finished, haven't we? We is the subject, have is the auxiliary verb, finished is the main verb. In the tag, because we need it to be negative, we used have plus not, followed by the personal pronoun same as the subject. So we used we also the same with the second example. For the negative statements, the form will be subject plus auxiliary verb plus a word that denotes negativity plus main verb plus auxiliary verb plus pronoun same as the subject. In the first example, we have never seen that. We have we. We is the subject, and since the statement is negative, we use have plus never. Seen is the main verb, and then that, followed by a positive auxiliary verb have, and the personal pronoun same as the subject, which is we. Same with the second example. Now, let's proceed to the another important part of the discussion, which is about how to answer tag questions. Typically, tag questions are answered by yes or no, but most of the time, it depends if you agree or disagree with the questions. If you agree, the answer is in the same form as the auxiliary verb of the statement. Let's take a look at these sentences. Please read, Valaine.
I can come, can't I? Yes, you can. She is not coming, is she? Yes, she isn't.
Thank you. The word yes means that you agree with the sentence. The auxiliary verb used in the statement is can. So it should also be the verb you will use in your answer. Yes, I can. Also in the second example, is not or isn't is used in the statement. So it is also the verb you will include in your answer. Yes, she isn't. If you disagree with the statement, the answer is in the same format as the auxiliary verb used in the question tag. Please read the examples, Michelle.
The earth is bigger than the sun, isn't it? No, it isn't. We mustn't tell her, must we? No, we must.
Thank you. No denotes that you disagree. The auxiliary verb used in the tag is isn't, so it is the verb you should use in your answer. No, it isn't. Same as the second example. The auxiliary verb used in the tag is must, so it is also the tag you will use in your answer. No, we must. Again, if you agree, the answer is based from the auxiliary verb of the statement. And if you disagree, your answer will be based from the auxiliary verb used in the tag. Now, for our activity, you are tasked to match the question tags appropriate to the statements. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Michelle, please answer the first sentence.
Bobby drinks alcohol, doesn't he?
Correct. How about the second, Valaine?
May does not feel well. Does he? Does she?
Okay. The third one, Michelle.
We mustn't play here, must we?
Okay, the fourth one, the answer in this is not in the choices, but let's see if you can answer this. Valain,
Yes po. It doesn't matter, does it?
very good. Now the next, Michelle,
Jay sings very well, doesn't he?
correct. Next, Valain,
You should be here tomorrow, shouldn't you?
correct. Next, Michelle,
Life is unfair, isn't it?
nice. Next, Valain,
Crystal wants to fly to Korea, doesn't she?
very good. Next, Michelle,
We must stay inside the house, mustn't we?
very good. And the last, Valain,
You shouldn't stay here, should you?
nice. For the last activity, here are 5 tag questions. Each of them has a mistake. You have to find and correct it. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Number 1. She doesn't study a lot, does her? What is the mistake in this sentence, Valain?
I think it is her because it should be she. Because the subject in the sentence is she.
Very good. Next, you live in an apartment, isn't you, Michelle?
It is wrong because the subject is my cousin. It should be either won't he or won't she, since the gender is not specified.
Um, we are in the number 2, Michelle.
I, I'm sorry, mom.
Okay, it's okay.
Um, the wrong isn't is wrong. There are no auxiliary verbs in the statement, so the tag should be doesn't you.
Correct. And what about the number 3, Valain?
Okay, po.
Ah, yes po, ma'am. Um, it is
Number
wrong
3.
in here because the subject used in the sentence is cousin. It shouldn't be either won't he or won't she, since the gender is not specified.
Very good. How about number 4? They aren't serious, do they, Michelle?
Okay po, ma'am. In number 4, do is wrong. It should be are.
Correct. And the last sentence, this music is fantastic, doesn't it, Valain?
Doesn't is wrong. It should be isn't because the auxiliary verb is of the sentence is.
Excellent. Seems like you really understand the lesson. This will be the end of our discussion. Thank you and see you in the next meeting.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
Thank you.